Next on To The Point, we show you a guide for student success, better known as the pathway to college, career, and community readiness. For more about how to ensure student growth, keep watching. I'm Aisha Mbowe, and this is To The Point. We want to welcome you to a talk show designed to drill down to do just that, to get to the point about various MCPS programs, initiatives, and opportunities, and how they ultimately benefit our students. Today's topic is the pathway to college, career, and community readiness. And to help us get to the point, we are joined by two experts on the matter here in studio. We have Sheron and Kecia, Addison. First, we want to just get a sense of what you all do here at MCPS and your title.
So my name is Sheron. I'm the Chief of Strategic Initiatives with MCPS, which covers supervision of shared accountability, all of our technology offices, the Equity Initiatives Unit, and our district-wide professional learning program.
And I am Kecia Addison, Director for Shared Accountability, where we do things testing, reporting, program evaluation, and internal data management systems.
Amazing. And when we hear the title, the pathway to college, to career community, I should say, readiness, it's in the title, but just give us a sense of what the pathway is and why it was created.
Sure. The pathway was created as our local accountability system to support our families in understanding measures aligned to the blueprint for Maryland's future, measures that the Maryland State Department of Education wants us to look at, and to support us in understanding how our students are progressing on academic measures such as literacy and mathematics, as well as some experiences that they engage in our district.
And in practice, what does that look like on the school level? I understand you guys break it up by milestone, and it's based on what grade the child is in.
So there is intentionality around the development of the individual academic milestones. Our goal is to have an opportunity to start at the earliest grade level, kindergarten, and understand what are those essential skills needed in kindergarten, such as early literacy skills that are important as they progress through the district. And so intentional to hop in and say, what are the checkpoints for a family, for their child, to know that a student is on track to being college, career, and community ready.
Thank you. And for more on just how the pathway looks and those milestones, let's take a look at the video.
The pathway is organized to focus on elementary school foundational skills, middle school depth of learning, and high school preparation for college, career, and community. Here's how it works. The pathway collects student data in two key areas: academic milestones and core competencies. Parents will receive information about whether their child is meeting or not meeting these specific benchmarks.
And speaking of those benchmarks, that's one of the key things that you mentioned in having those checkpoints to make sure that the student is doing well and what they may need. As far as the measurement and how that plays into the data that we present publicly, how is Pathway measured and how do we share that data?
So one of the things we're intentional to do is to leverage existing assessments that are administered during schools. So when we think about early literacy, for example, there's an early literacy assessment that we use and that allows us to be able to measure what students know and are able to do. So focus mostly on what do we already administer that we can report to families and help them understand what their child is doing and what they know.
And in the name, we have that community aspect, which means this is not just about what kids are doing in the classroom or what grades they are getting or those assessments. We also want to be able to produce these well-rounded students. Talk to me about the core competency part about the pathways.
Sure. The core competencies were actually developed by our curriculum office in collaboration with our workforce development, Universities of Shady Grove, and Montgomery College. And they were identified as the 9 core skills that our employers and our colleges say our children need in order to be successful when they graduate high school so that they can be successful in college and career and beyond.
That's amazing. And to get a sense of what those core competencies are, let's watch this clip to see.
The core competencies include leadership, career development, teamwork and collaboration, digital technology, professionalism and a strong work ethic, equity and inclusion, critical thinking and problem solving, oral and written communication, and personal well-being.
amazing skills that we want our students to be able to have and those experiences. Just talk to me about an overview, whether a child is in elementary, middle, or high school. What are some of those experiences that we want to make sure they have?
So there's a lot of experiences that they have that will align directly with the curriculum that they learn about every day. Teachers spend a lot of time making sure that they're not just teaching curriculum and content, but also making sure that they're addressing these skills as well. However, in addition to that, we're working on developing experiences that all students are going to have from K through 12, and they'll be the same experiences regardless of what school that you attend. Some of these experiences that already exist within the district is outdoor education, which they do in middle school. In elementary school, they do a Martin Luther King Week of Service week that they have the opportunity to engage in service opportunities, engaging in music programs. On the high school level, thinking about engaging in rigorous courses such as APIB courses or CTE programs. All of these experiences that our students are going to have are going to complement the academic milestones to ensure that they truly are ready to enter into the career and workforce.
And if I'm a parent watching this program, I hear the pathway. What are those key things that you want them to walk away with and to know about these measurements or milestones or checkpoints, as you mentioned earlier?
What we want families to know is that this isn't a lock and key. If your child's not necessarily meeting a particular academic milestone at the grade level, that's okay. Our job as educators is to make sure that we're taking a look at the student performance and that we're adjusting along the way and communicating with families about what we can do to make sure that we ensure that your child is going to get where they need to be by the time they hit that next milestone. So it's a constant process of looking at data, communicating with families to really ensure the success of their child.
And before we wrap up here, any final thoughts or where can parents go to find out more information?
So there is a link on the MCPS website that can take you to gain more understanding about the pathway to college, career, and community readiness. We have videos translated into multiple languages explaining the pathway, as well as resources for parents on what to ask their school, teacher, and counselor about their child's performance on the pathway. That website is going to continue to be updated as we are rolling out this program and initiative, and we will be adding more resources there as we go.
All right, thank you both so much for joining us and giving us more insight into such an important part of ensuring student success. And we want to thank you all for watching and joining us. For more MCPS content, be sure to subscribe to the MCPS TV YouTube channel. Additional programming is also televised on the MCPS TV cable channels, so make sure you check that out. That's all for this episode. We'll see you next time for To The Point.